Welcome to the second edition of Suitable Conversations. We're going to talk about bespoke tailoring and how it originated and where it's popular, and also about canvassing and how a suit is made, the different customizations of the suit. So let's define bespoke. Bespoke means to be spoken for. Bespoke tailoring in a suit means the suit speaks for you. If you talk about the origins of tailoring, the first thing you think of is Savile Row, which is the heart of the trade and the epicenter of custom-made clothing. However, you find very good bespoke tailors all over the world, in Italy, in most parts of Europe, and of course in Bangkok, Thailand. That's what Rajas represents, high-quality bespoke tailoring.
So people always ask, what are the main differences between made-to-measure as opposed to bespoke? Made-to-measure is a set of standardization, preset patterns. The tailor themselves don't fit you, and it's generally catered to the masses. The beautiful thing about bespoke is that it's made from scratch. You get to pick everything from the fabric to the lining to the buttons to the style to the fit. You can even put your name inside if you like. It is one of one. Customizations range all the way from mother of pearl buttons to buffalo horn buttons to the lapel style to the lapel width to the pick stitching and different colored customizations, as opposed to off the rack where it's a lot of limitations where you can either take it or leave it.
Why is bespoke tailoring the best for you? It is what is important to you and a reflection of yourself and your personality. You can get a suit or a shirt bespoken for you to suit the situation you're in. If you have a very important interview, to go to a funeral, or for casual Fridays where you want to look your best.
There are a lot of customizations that you can select when creating a bespoke suit. The first thing is the lapel itself. The lapel, you can go for a notched, a peaked, or a shawl lapel. The second thing related to the lapel would be the width of the lapel itself. Would you like to go for a trendier cut for a little bit slimmer of lapel, or you're gonna go a little bit of a larger retro, or somewhere in between for best of both worlds? You could also do a boutonniere on the lapel. Whether you like it or not, you can put lapel pins, flowers, poppies, company logos, flags, you name it, you could do it there. You can pick the number of buttons. You wanna go for a 1 button, 2 button, 3 button, or 3 roll 2. That's if you do a single breasted. Right now, I'm currently wearing a 3 roll 2 jacket. Generally, very hard to find jackets with this style, but it's a very, very old school style. You could pick whether you want to go for a little bit accents on the lapel, for pick stitching as opposed to none. Style of pockets, whether you wanted a ticket pocket or straight, slanted, flaps, no flaps. You could also do patch pockets or standard. On the sleeves of the jacket, you get to select whether you want to go for surgeon's cuff or not. I highly recommend surgeon's cuff. Surgeon cuff is essentially where you have functioning buttonholes on the cuffs. During the Second World War, surgeons used to come in off the battlefield and used to unbutton their cuffs, roll up their sleeves, and go straight to surgery, as opposed to taking it off. A couple of different styles you can pick from are kissing or touching. Generally, the jackets are touching, which is essentially the buttons next to each other, while kissing is where it overlays on top of one another. You could also do a contrast stitching on the last buttonhole to add a little bit more flair. That's exactly what I have on mine.
So let's talk a little bit about a construction of a suit. Construction of a suit is like making fine wine and fine cheese. It requires a lot of art and experience from a good tailor. And what's most important that you don't see is what lies inside of a suit. It's between the fabric and the lining, and that's called the canvas. Canvassing is usually made out of horsehair, and the suit usually comes with a full canvas or a half canvas. A half canvas suit is where it starts from the shoulder up to the waist. So do tune in to future episodes where I'll be discussing the differences between an American suit versus a European suit. That concludes our episode. Please share, like, subscribe, and look forward to seeing you again.